The wind drifts softly over dunes that shimmer like waves beneath an endless horizon. Each grain of sand catches the morning sun, and every shadow moves like a slow breath across the desert's skin. In the distance, mountains rise, not from chaos, but from patience. They stand as silent witnesses to ages beyond counting, guardians of a land that has endured everything, yet forgotten nothing. In Jordan, time does not flow like a river. It stands still, layered within stone. Every canyon, every ridge, every weathered cliff holds the memory of something ancient, not just history, but eternity itself. Here, the earth speaks a slower language, carved in red and gold. When dawn touches Petra, the rock glows as if lit from within. The Seek, that narrow canyon of stone and silence, breathes with the rhythm of centuries. Footsteps echo softly along its curved walls as light filters through like liquid fire, guiding travelers toward a secret heart hidden deep within the mountains. And far to the south, beyond the last ridge of stone, the desert unfolds, vast, untamed, and eternal. Under a sea of stars, the sands of Wadi Rum whispered to the heavens. This is Jordan, a kingdom of stone and starlight, where the wind carries the oldest stories ever told.
The journey into Petra begins not with a grand entrance, but with a whisper. The Seek, a narrow gorge of towering sandstone, is less a path and more a passage through time. Its walls rise high above, curving and twisting as though sculpted by the breath of the earth itself. In the early morning, the light is fragile, trickling down between the cliffs in soft golden lines that touch the rock like a painter's brush. Every step forward feels like stepping deeper into the planet's memory. The air is cool and still, carrying the faint scent of sand and stone. Patterns ripple across the walls, streaks of red, ochre, and rose, each layer a page in a book written over millions of years. Footsteps echo faintly, blending with the wind that sighs through the canyon's narrow throat. Once, caravans passed here, traders, kings, and wanderers, their voices now lost, their shadows folded into the rock. As the canyon bends, the world suddenly widens. The walls draw back, and light bursts forth like revelation. Out of the darkness, something extraordinary emerges, not carved by nature, but by human hands, guided by vision and faith. There, glowing in the morning sun, stands Petra's heart, the Treasury, a masterpiece of stone and silence, waiting at the end of the canyon's breath.
Emerging from the dim corridors of the Seek, the world opens suddenly and completely. The light floods in, warm and golden, washing over the sandstone cliffs until every grain seems to glow from within. And there, framed by the canyon shadow, stands Al-Khazneh, the Treasury. For a moment, it doesn't look real. Its columns rise in perfect symmetry, its carvings so delicate they seem to breathe. The façade catches the first rays of dawn and turns them into fire. Pink becomes gold, gold becomes living flame. Centuries ago, hands carved this masterpiece directly into the mountain, sculpting eternity out of dust. No mortar, no brick, only vision and patience. The stone bears their memory like skin bears touch. When the wind passes, you can almost hear the rhythm of the chisels, the heartbeat of those who shaped silence into beauty. Dust drifts lazily through the air, swirling in the sunlight like fragments of time. When dusk arrives, the glow fades and shadow returns, soft and familiar. Candles flicker to life, their trembling light dancing across the columns. In that gentle shimmer, Al-Khazneh becomes something else, not a monument, but a living breath of the desert, still whispering the dreams of its makers into the cooling night.
The climb begins in silence. The air is thin and warm, and the path winds upward through canyons carved from rose-colored stone. Each step feels ancient, as though thousands have walked this trail before. Pilgrims, traders, wanderers, all chasing something higher than themselves. The sound of footsteps blends with the whisper of wind, and the scent of sunlit dust lingers in the air. As the city below disappears behind the cliffs, the world seems to rise into light. At the summit, the mountains open to reveal a vision both powerful and serene. Ad-Deir, the monastery. Hewn from the mountain itself, it stands enormous and timeless, its columns gleaming in the full brightness of day. Unlike the ornate beauty of the Treasury, the monastery is elemental, simple, vast, a temple sculpted by silence and sunlight. It does not invite admiration, it demands awe. From its plateau, the horizon stretches without end, ridges of red and gold fading into the haze of the desert. The wind moves through the doorway, slow and rhythmic, as if the building itself breathes. As sunset approaches, the stone glows deep amber, the light softens, and the world seems to hold still. Up here, above everything, Jordan feels eternal, a kingdom suspended between earth and sky.
Beneath the open sky, Petra reveals another of its wonders. The royal tombs, carved into the mountain like a procession of giants standing guard over time. The stone gleams under the midday sun, its surface glowing as though lit from within. Once, these facades belonged to kings and queens, their chambers filled with offerings and echoes of ceremony. Now, only silence remains, vast and dignified, like a voice too ancient to be heard. The wind drifts gently through the hollow doorways, carrying the dry scent of dust and memory. Each column and arch bears the touch of centuries, carved patterns softened by sand, inscriptions nearly erased. Yet the essence of their makers endures in every detail, preserved by the patience of the desert. Further along lies the street of facades, a canyon lined with hundreds of openings cut deep into the cliffs. They stare outward like faces, solemn and unmoving, watching the ages unfold. Higher still rises the high place of sacrifice, perched upon a summit of stone. From there, the view stretches endlessly across the valley, the land glowing in waves of red and gold. Standing at that height, surrounded by silence, it feels as though you are standing within time itself, hearing the soft heartbeat of an immortal land. Between the cliffs of Moab and the barren hills of Judea lies a place where the earth sinks lower than anywhere else. The Dead Sea, a vast mirror suspended between heaven and stone. Here light bends differently. The air feels heavy, the horizon shimmers, and everything seems to float between reflection and reality. The water is ancient, dense with salt, motionless, yet alive with color. Its surface glows turquoise and silver, broken only by crystal white formations rising like frozen flowers from the shore. Each step near the edge crackles softly, as if the land itself is exhaling through layers of salt and time. No waves break here, no life stirs beneath the surface, and yet there is a profound stillness, a peace so complete it feels sacred. The sea holds the memory of all rivers that once flowed into it, their stories crystallized in salt. Even the air carries their silence, thick and shimmering under the desert sun. As day fades, the horizon turns to liquid gold. Mountains darken into violet, and the first stars appear reflected in the motionless water below. In that perfect symmetry, sky above, sky below, the earth seems to forget its boundaries, and for a moment, Jordan becomes the mirror of the universe itself.
In the far south of Jordan lies a landscape so vast and silent, it feels like another world. Wadi Rum, the Valley of the Moon. Here, mountains of sandstone rise from an ocean of red sand, sculpted by wind and time into impossible shapes. Under the afternoon sun, the desert burns in shades of gold and copper, every dune rippling like the surface of a sleeping sea. The air is dry, the wind constant. It hums softly against the cliffs, moving sand in slow, graceful waves. In this place, silence isn't empty. It's alive. It has weight, depth, a rhythm that speaks through absence. Every gust of wind feels like the voice of the earth, carrying secrets too old to be spoken aloud. As day fades, the color of the land deepens. The sun slips low, staining the mountains crimson before the desert exhales into shadow. Camels drift across the horizon, their silhouettes long and fragile against the dying light. Then, when night arrives, it comes all at once, absolute and infinite. Under the rising moon, the rocks turn silver and the sand glows faintly blue. The world feels both ancient and newborn. In Wadi Rum, you do not watch time pass. You watch it stand still, shimmering under the quiet light of eternity.
Morning arrives gently over the desert. The first rays of light spill across the dunes, soft and golden, touching the stone as if waking an old friend. The stars fade, but their glow lingers faintly in the air, mingling with the warmth of dawn. Wadi Rum, Petra, the Dead Sea, all lie quiet beneath the same rising sun, bound together by light and memory. Jordan begins to breathe again. The wind sweeps across the cliffs, whispering through the narrow canyons and along the ridges of stone. It carries with it the stories of the ages, of traders and kings, of rain that fell centuries ago, of fires long extinguished but never forgotten. Every grain of sand seems to listen, every shadow seems to remember. From the 6 golden passage to the still mirror of the Dead Sea, from the cool heart of Wadi Mujib to the endless silence of Wadi Rum, the rhythm of the land continues, slow, patient, eternal. Stone and sky, earth and light, all moving in harmony as they always have. And as the sun rises higher, the desert shimmers once more, vast and alive. The wind carries its final breath across the horizon, a quiet promise that echoes through time. Nothing here is ever truly gone. Everything that fades becomes part of the whisper, part of the stardust,